What's going on, guys? Ironcane here, back on Dribble the Breaker Season 4/1st anniversary video, and we actually got a new announcement on the Dragon Ball the Breakers official Twitter page. I guess you guys are probably familiar with the lo-fi plan, that this is going to be a discussion type video. So without further ado, let's take a look at what they posted over on the Twitter. So they posted who's next. As you notice, this is like a little gauge. Basically, you know, this is like something you've seen like in a car. And it's a blue gauge with a red little slot here with a green indicator, indicating that we're hitting max power, or like the power level is going over than what it's supposed to be. It's overflowing, right? Like whatever. So a lot of people, if we scroll ahead in the comments here, Slow Plays is thinking that it's going to be so max. I mean, I think this is fair to, you know, determine, just because they're using the, you know, literally max, the word max in the hints. We see a green indicator here, or marker, whatever you want to call it. And we have this red portion of the gauge here. So like, you know, the red, the green, max, so max. I get this. I really do. And honestly, if we didn't have the data mines and the leaks, I'd probably be riding on the train with everybody else saying this is so max, and I'm still hoping that we get to see so max. If you guys are curious, actually, let me pull something up really fast. So one thing I will say that is a little interesting is that this banner actually just went away literally yesterday. Literally yesterday, it just went away. A superhero banner featuring Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo. Why is this interesting? Now again, I'm not saying it's still max. I'm not saying that. If anything, I'm kind of on the boat of it not being still max. I'm just saying it is a little interesting that this banner was just removed the day after they have this teaser. This banner went away on January 8th. This was posted on the 9th. You guys are probably watching this video on the 10th. It's just interesting. I will say that is a little interesting, and you could say adds a little theory, game theory. Shouts to Game Theory. I heard they just ended. They're like literally trending right now, so shouts RIP MatPat Game Theory. Anyways, irrelevant. Well, kind of. Anyways, this is a little interesting. It is a little interesting because this banner was just removed, and the very next day, they have a teaser with Max on it, and there's green and red. That is a little interesting, but I mean, we'll take a little view in these posts here. Some guys are being pretty funny with it. There is one that someone responded with me. I think it's our boy Shenron, that I want you guys to look at to see if like you think it kind of adds to the cell max there. Let's take a look at it. So Shenron made this image, right? And it's kind of a, you know, a compilation of everything that people are theorizing why this would mean cell max. We have the red that is, you know, supposed to be Gamma 2. We have the blue that is supposed to be Gamma 1. And then we have the max, keep in mind that's in blue, that's supposed to be cell max. If anything, I would have thought the green would have been more cell max like, but fair enough. But I mean, you know, this is definitely a fuel for copium. I think it's fair. I think there is points that you could kind of draw towards cell max. But for me, and kind of knowing what I know based on the leaks and the data mines, unfortunately, I do not think this is going to be surrounding cell max. I think this is for the last two remaining Transpheres that we're getting for Season 4. Also, keep in mind, why would they tease the next Raider before we even got everything that we're supposed to get for this season? We still have 2 Transpheres left. Now, again, not really supposed to know that, but that's because things got data mined and leaked. I know that, right? We got 8 Transpheres so far. We got Beast, we got Orange Piccolo, we got, I mean, I'll just count when we look at the leaks. So anyway, we'll be right back. Alrighty, keep in mind, if you don't want to get spoiled on the Transpheres, maybe just click off, but I'm going to be spoiling the Transpheres, so, you know, keep that in mind. But anyways, here are all the Transpheres that were leaked for this season. So we have Rage Broly, which is 1. We have this guy, who we don't have yet, which is 2. Then we have 3, Base Gogeta. Then we have 4, Blue Gogeta. Then we have 5, which is Beast. 6, which is Super Saiyan God Goku. 7, Blue Goku. 8, Orange Piccolo. 9, Super Saiyan God Vegeta. And then 10, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, right? So if you notice here, if you've been paying attention, there are 2 Transpheres out of the 10 that we do not currently have in the game. That is Super Saiyan Broly and that is Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. So what does this have to do with the hint that's been shown? Well, I'll talk about that in a sec. So how does this hint more align towards those two Transpheres as opposed to Cell Max? Well, I'll explain here, right? So the blue, you could argue, is pretty much the Super Saiyan Blue form of Vegeta. And this red here is the blinker that he was in Super Saiyan God. This, you could argue, like Super Saiyan 1 is the first, Super Saiyan, I don't know, 2, and then maybe, I don't know. It's just like, this gauge, I feel like isn't really that important, but maybe you could do like base, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan God, and then Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, right? Like that, like, you know what I mean? But that's basically what you can kind of say. Like, this whole thing is like for Vegeta. And this red part is the Super Saiyan God, and he's moving on to further beyond Super Saiyan Blue. And you might be wondering why this is green. The reason why this is green is because Broly is also surpassing his power as well. Keep in mind that Goku and Vegeta really couldn't keep up with Broly as a Super Saiyan, even in their God forms, their base God forms. So they had to go blue, like, to keep up with him, and that wasn't even enough. Obviously, they had to fuse at the Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. So you could kind of, like, align with that. Max, I think Max is all it's trying to say is that, like, that is the limit, right? That is the limit of Broly. That is the limit of Vegeta in this current time. I mean, of course, like, there's Royal Blue, or I forget the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. But that's what I think that this hint is implying in regards to the leaks. Now, you know, of course, there is this whole terminology of Max. I think they're being kind of cute using the word Max, but to be fair, with a gauge or a meter being full, what other terminology would you really use besides Max? You know what I mean? Maybe you could use full, you could say full power, that's fair. But I feel like, you know, regarding the leaks, I feel like it just kind of makes sense that this tease is more so in line to be hinting Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and Super Saiyan Broly from the Broly movie. Just because why in the world would they tease Cell Max before we got the last two Transpheres? It just doesn't make that much sense to me. But we'll take a look in game really quick. Just as a reason, another reason why this kind of makes sense that they're hinting towards Vegeta and Broly as opposed to Cell Max as well. Alrighty, so now we're in game, and the current banner that we have, which is Super Saiyan Blue Goku and base Gogeta, is leaving on the 19th. Now, of course, typically the way this game works is that when one banner goes away, another banner will appear shortly, right? So this banner is leaving not this Friday, obviously, because the 10th, and it's going to be leaving the following Friday, next week. So I was under the assumption that we would be getting Vegeta and Broly next week, but the fact that we're getting this tease could mean that we are going to be getting them this Friday, depending on, you know, what happens, right? The fact that they're teasing them already doesn't really make sense to tease them this week and drop them next. Doesn't really make that much sense. So it could be possible that maybe they're starting to drop banners a week before other banners go away, as opposed to one banner going and one coming, that type deal. But anyways, this is kind of what I wanted to show you guys. But that being said, in terms of them bringing, you know, Cell Max and like teasing Cell Max, do you guys really think that, you know, we just got Beast Gohan and we just got Orange Piccolo? I don't know why I don't have Orange in the thingy here, but we just got Beast and Orange. Do you really think they would make their banner go away as fast as they did and then have Cell Max be the very next season? That doesn't really make much sense to me, personally. What my speculation is, I'm doing a whole video on this later. I was supposed to do that like earlier, but I got lazy. But anyways, I was going to speculate what Raiders are most likely going to get in Season 4. And I think Cell Max is absolutely on the table because we got Cell Max, because we got Beast Gohan and we got Orange Piccolo. So my speculation is that the anniversary is actually going to be the superhero movie, right? That's my speculation. I don't think they would just drop superhero for Season 5. Now, keep in mind, the producer did tease that Season 5 is going to be very hype and kind of going to continue the momentum that was set in place with Season 4. But I just feel like with this banner going away so fast, it's already not in the game anymore. And, you know, just like an anniversary-worthy celebration being superhero, I just feel like makes more sense than them just making it Season 5. But to be fair, you know, I think the writing on the wall is that Goku Black could be the Raider for Season 5, and people could argue that's also anniversary-worthy, if not more so than superhero. So that's also fair. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much everything I wanted to say about the tease. Let me know in the comments below if you think there is some sort of correlation between this banner being taken away and this tease coming out the very next day, or if you think that this image has some sort of, you know, likelihood of actually holding some weight. I don't think so. I think this is kind of copium, but I just think, you know, why would they reveal like the next Raider when we still haven't even gotten the remaining when we still haven't gotten the remaining Transpheres, which is Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and Super Saiyan Broly, right? It just doesn't make that much sense to me. And they're also bringing over passives to the game, by the way. I think Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta's passives are fairly interesting. I'm not sure about Super Saiyan Broly, but Vegeta's are pretty interesting. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll absolutely see what happens in the coming days. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think this tease is supposed to mean. Is it supposed to be Cell Max? Is it supposed to be for the remaining two Transpheres, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and Super Saiyan Broly? Let me know in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the Ironcane channel when we eventually do find out what this tease is for. I'll be covering it as soon as possible. Yeah, guys, with that being said, take care, stay safe, have fun. Peace out.